Well, welcome. We'd like to welcome Cory Prout to On the Couch at Physio Health. Cory is a partner at Physio Health. He's also an APA sports physiotherapist, having done his Masters in sports physiotherapy. And today he's going to talk about swimming efficiency. Now, Cory, what does swimming efficiency actually mean?
So basically, it's how much energy it takes you to get from point A to point B when you're moving in the water, and it's probably swimming, if you compare to the other cardiovascular sports like running and cycling, is probably one of the more technical ones. So the difference between a good swimmer and just an average Joe can be quite different, mainly because of their technique. So that's probably the main thing that we're talking about.
So I guess the more efficient they are through the water, the less energy they're going to burn.
Yep, well, exactly. Yep. And so it depends on two things, swimming efficiency. One is your resistance in the water as you're moving through, and the other one is your propulsion phase.
Okay. So how does resistance have an effect on swimming speed?
Okay, so basically water is quite a thick medium. So if you compare someone running through or moving through the air, there's not that much resistance to their forward movement, but in water there's quite a lot of resistance. It's a lot thicker. So the more surface area of your body that is exposed to the water, the more that will impede your forward movement. So you can imagine those guys in on the bikes in the wind tunnels trying to get their aerodynamics right. Well, it's the same thing in the water, but obviously it can have a greater impact because it's so thick.
Okay. So with swimming to help prevent resistance, is there certain body positions you've got to look after with your shoulders or your spine?
Yeah, certainly. I suppose the anything that gets in the way basically of your body moving forward. So the common areas are like your head and the front end. That's probably the key there. So you're really looking at getting that straight position with your arms out in front and your head right in between. So there's less forward resistance there. Also, people with a spine that isn't straight can also be a bit of an issue. So something that's flat like that was going to be able to move through the water better than something that's bent like that. So that's one of the areas, and also hips, but also your ankles is one of the areas more recently that has been picked up as being a big source of drag through the water.
So you want people to have really loose ankles?
Yep, so ankles that can point right down so your foot and your toes don't get in the way.
Okay. And what about propulsion?
So the thing with propulsion is that you want to be able to firstly get your body into the right position to grab hold of the water as much as possible. So similar to you're not wanting too much surface area hitting the water, slowing you down. With your arms and your legs, you want the greatest surface area possible hitting the water to pull you through. So in an ideal world, you'd be able to put your hand in the water, hold your hand in that position and move your body past that point. But it's not realistic, but you want to minimise that as much as possible by increasing the surface area that you've got acting on the water to pull you through. So that's a combination of having the flexibility to get your arm into the correct positions and also the strength to pull your body through that water once you've got your hand in the correct position.
Okay. And how does physio play a role in these factors?
So one of the things that sports physio has done a lot more of in the more recent years is screening, musculoskeletal screenings, and so we've been able to with Swimming Australia and other physios involved, come up with a screening process that looks at flexibility in the swimming specific areas that you need to be aware of, and also strengths and areas of weakness. It's really important that we can identify those things that will stop you getting into those ideal positions to reduce your drag and also limit your technique and your capacity to apply force on the water to propel you.
And once you've identified these problems, what do you tend to do about it?
So off the back of the screening process, we've got specific exercises and interventions that will help address any of those areas that we've looked at that you may have had a poor result on. So that may include stretching particular body parts. It may include strengthening some body groups. It might include massage, that sort of thing. So we do all the measurements with the screening process, then say, right, you've got this problem and this problem and this problem, we'll give you this exercise, you need to have massage on this area here and do some stretches in this area here, or strengthening exercises. So everything is tended to, and then you go away and do those things, and then I suppose the important thing is that you have another measurement further down the track to see if those things that we've put in place have been effective, and it's actually helping to improve your technique. And massage is one thing, but also looking at technique issues and liaising with your coaches are a really important part of that process.
So I guess screening's quite good, not just to help improve technique and things like that, but also to help identify areas that might develop an injury.
Yeah, for sure, and that's one of the main areas that we focus on in our screenings, is not only for the efficiency side of things, but trying to pick up areas where there might be some weaknesses that will predispose you to developing, overload in certain parts of your body. So yeah, those areas are really important. There's a core assessment and muscle stabilising muscles in your shoulders that are really important to be aware of how they're functioning. So that's also a part of the screening process that we put in place.
Okay. Well, thanks, Cory. I guess we can find your details on www.physiohealth.com.au, and a lot of physios here are able to do the swimming screenings for our customers.
Yes, we've got lots of swimming physios, so to speak, who have travelled with Australian teams. So Physio Health is the place to look up.